Everyone, and welcome to one way to unwrap your mesh. Let's say you have that as a tree trunk. Alright, and first you want to make it look a little bit better without adding any faces. So you select it, you go to mesh display, and you soften the edges. So it looks better. Look at that. Alright. So now that you've done that, what you want is to unwrap it so you can put your texture. So and the best way to do that is to first select it and go to its actual, give it a new shader, blend for example. In the blend color right here, you're gonna give it the checker. It's the second one right here. Alright, and it doesn't look really good right now for two reasons. First, it's not unwrapped, and second, the checker is too big. So you need to go to the place 2D texture tool right here and go to the repeat UV and change that to 24 for example. Alright, and it still won't look very good because it hasn't been unwrapped, and Maya just doesn't know to apply it. So let me show you one. There's a lot of other videos that I showed you guys, panel by panels. I'm going to show you how to basically just unwrap it by cutting an edge and unfolding it. Okay, it's actually not that bad at all. So you select it right here, alright, and you go to UVs, and you do a planner, what's called a planner. But before you click on the planner itself, you click on its options right here. Okay, and you look and you say, okay, that looks pretty good in the Z from the front. Just choose one, okay, and then you apply it, and it looks a little bit better, but it's just not there. You know what I'm saying? It's just not fully done properly. And the reason we put the checker is that like that we can see if it's square or not. Checker should be square, so visually we can rescale our UV map in a manner so it's not stretched one way or the other. Okay, that's the main reason of the checker. So now if we go to the UV, alright, and the UV editor right here, we can see this is our map right here. This is our tree right here. But it's not really unwrapped, it's overlapping. You have the same up front that you have in the back and right here on top of each other's, and that's why it's not really cool. Everything needs to be in the 0, 1 where it was when I started right here, where it has the actual, alright, checker. This is where the game will see. If it's outside that checker right here, the game won't see it. So now it's time to click on an edge, alright, and open it up. Basically we're going to cut it, so we're going to right click, go to edge, and we're going to double click in one of the top edge right here, and we're going to make sure it goes all around from the middle here to the middle under, alright, and all around right here on the side. Like that we can cut it. As soon as we're done with that, we go back to the UV editor right here, and hold on a second, let me open it up fully. Oops, that's too big. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, so you got that edge selected. Let me move it on the side right here, and you go to the UV toolkit that would be open with it, okay, and you're gonna go to cut and sew right here, and you're gonna just cut it. Bing, that's it, it's been cut. Now that you cut it, you're gonna right click on it, select UVs, oops, and select all the UVs. Sorry, you gotta go in UVs. Let me redo that. Make sure. Right here, we got all the UVs selected, and now we are going to go into, so close that menu, into the unfold menu, and we're just gonna click on unfold. Bingo, there you go. You see how it unfolded? So now, let me get my move tool, my transform tool, so you can see it better, and let me rotate it a little bit right here. I like it nice and straight as much as possible. I'm going to scale it down also so it fits my 0, 1 as we've talked in the lecture. So let's say right here. Now let's look at it on our viewport. So let me move stuff. Let me make that a little smaller. Hold on. It's much better already. As you can see, it's pretty clean. I mean, it's not bad at all. We can work it out a little bit more. Maybe we can select these right here. Alright, and that one too. And we can baseline them down, so we can align them. Let me put it right here. So you got a transform, align and snap right here. So you can align it, for example, that one, we can align them down. I see it's tight to clean it up. And we can do a bunch of alignment like that to clean up the mesh. Alright, on the vertices. So that's the way you work it out, and it looks pretty clean like that. Alright, that's your unwrap basically. And then after that you just put your texture. So let's say you do a new blend. Alright, and in the blend up you go to the file option in the color obviously, and then you put your file let's say right here for me, the tree trunk. Alright, and now let me look, because I'm thinking in the UV editor, and so in that UV editor it's just really big, that's all. Okay, so in reality I would do that and scale it like that. Okay, and that's only as you can see now it's regaining its quality. Alright, so of a tree. And besides the shininess, you don't want a shiny on that one, you want a Lambert. I apologize, you want to take the Lambert one. So with the Lambert you do the same thing, because obviously the tree is not going to have. Alright, much better like that. Alright, now it looks pretty good for a tree trunk, right? Okay, so that was easy. So that's the way. If you have just one object, if you have multiple objects, you're gonna have to basically export the map. Alright, so you would basically undo what I've done, and you would keep it small like that, and your map would not be filling the whole thing right here. You would create your own map in Photoshop by going, you select your object, you go by image, and you do a snapshot. Alright, and we'll put it on the desktop at ASU right here. Okay, and we'll call it UV map. And you save that, and then you put it the size you want right here. Obviously I'm going to do 512 by 512. Keep it on PNG, that's good, and you apply and close, because now in Photoshop you can open, let me open that file. Yeah, I'm redoing you old man for ASU Michael Crow. We have a little so now you have your UV map right here, so you can grab your tree texture, and which I do have right here, alright, and put it right there. So if it's too small, like right here, you can actually duplicate it a couple times, and that's why we maybe had that stretch. So I'll duplicate a couple times right here, and then you make it seamless. That one is I already made it seamless fully. So, and that's the reason I made you guys do the first part of the class also, and I'm sure you realize a little bit more about it, so you'll know. And the shading, the same for the shading. And then I can just take that and basically merge those layers and duplicate that and bring it up, let's say right here. Alright, and then now like that, I'm gonna get rid of that layer because I don't want to show it anyway. I'm gonna save as, and we'll call it I'll take a JPEG so it doesn't crash. Tree trunk texture 2. Sorry. Save that. Alright, go back to Maya, and in Maya we'll just simply go object mode. We'll do I'm gonna go back to the Lambert obviously, and I would just go to file and put that file, and now it will fit exactly. You see, I don't have to do anything, it is perfect right away. Alright, simply because now if I select my object, the map fit the texture. Alright, so you would put the leaf and other part right there. So that's one way to do it. Okay, now let me show you another way in the next video. Okay, thank you.